All right, deer incoming in Georgia. Okay, he's always. It looks like he's on the lookout for deer already. Okay, you got a left turn coming up. The hazard sign. Whoa, deer. Oh, clotheslined. That's got to be painful. Okay, some people are thinking to themselves like, that's not a big deal. You just got hit. No, guys, it's a heavy animal. You're traveling at speed. You got tackled by like the most professional football player, NFL, American football. Like, that is absolutely insane. So lots of damage, lots of impact. Okay, lots of impact. There's the deer. And it's just going to clothesline you. Okay, so hopefully he has full gear. He's got a helmet. But that impact is painful. Could easily break bones just from that. I mean, the deer go through cars, through windshields and everything. So hopefully Christopher's doing well. This is why we wear gear, just in case something like this happens, because he could have crashed and then hit his head afterwards, and then with no helmet just bleed out, have massive trauma, just die. But the gear definitely helped out. Definitely helped out. Terrible situation. Stupid deer. Poor guy. Another bald bearded guy. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Time to rescue him though. Difficulty breathing. All right, sharp left turn coming up ahead. You see the chevrons. And we lost traction. Looks like the ground is either wet. It looks like he's got full gear. Did I see a car there? I think I saw a car. Full gear. Okay. Low side, it is what it is. So look at the ground. Looks like it's a little bit wet. We're just going through the turn, normal. There was some acceleration. So guys, when it comes to traction on your tires, so you don't like slip and slide. So acceleration, obviously your tire's gonna be moving, so you need to have some traction for that. Braking, you're trying to stop, so you need some traction for that. Turning, you also need traction. Okay, you need traction to make that turn. So when we're accelerating into a turn, we start to have issues where if there is a road surface hazard like gravel, snow, water, ice, whatever it is, just that little bit on a normal day when it's dry out, not a big deal. But when there's other factors and you give it just that little bit in the middle of a turn, you could lose traction on those tires. So be very careful on turning, acceleration, and braking when there's any type of road surface hazard, and it could just be as simple as water. You could possibly just lose traction, but if you do, this is why we have full gear. So we have full gear just like this, probably required where this person lives. But in the United States, guys, you don't even need gear for the most part. So make sure you guys, well, you need gear, but you're not required. Highly recommend you get gear. All right, going a little too wide. Oh, buddy crashed. Look at his face first. Face first. Now, this is exactly why you need to send people up around the corner. So when we talk about, the rescue booklet and the rescue packs and everything, right here, it tells you everything you need to do. And right there, 100 feet to control the traffic. 100 feet to control the traffic. And when you're around a corner like this, you want to have somebody probably standing right here and just kind of like, hey, slow it down. And it's just going to grab people's attention. They may or may not slow down. But if this person saw like a person standing here, it probably would have grabbed somebody's attention. I mean, somebody's saying, hey, slow down. Look at those giant legs. This person's like, what is this? And they're like, huh, that's weird. I'm going to go ahead and roll off the throttle, especially if they have full gear, right? Full motorcycle gear. And they're like saying, slow down. Well, this person might actually slow down. You know what I mean? So when we're coming around the corner, it might be a little bit easier to navigate a possible threat. Because right here, we're coming around the corner, we're like, oh, crap. What is going on? Kind of a panic. And we panic dumped it at this point. So saying slow down here is not good. We should do it over there around the corner. So that's one way you can help out in an emergency situation. If you can't do the medical stuff, but there's like a bunch of people on the side of the road and you don't want them to get hit, have them around the corner. Ninja 400, James Kim. Everyone has like rubber duckies. I might have to get some rubber duckies. All right, sharp left turn. Okay. Into the mountain. What's up, buddy? He's still there. Literal duck quack. Okay, so we're coming up to here. We're going 60 something miles per hour on a Ninja 400 in a sharp left turn. We have chevrons there indicating that it is a sharp left turn. We are super low, super low. I mean, look at the guy up front. We're probably just as low, if not lower than that. We're starting to push our tires to their limits, and we probably didn't buy race-ready tires or anything like that, so they're not super grippy. And the road might be terrible. I mean, there's just so many factors involved to really push yourself to the limits. I mean, imagine if you're out in a gym and you're like, I'm gonna do max bench press on a barbell bench press. Nobody else is at the gym. You know, you're removing all the safety situations, and there's no rack, so it's literally just you, and it's like, you know, no squat rack, but it's just you, and there's no safety bars, and you're like, I'm just gonna max out. Well, yeah, you could probably do it, but then if something happens, you're screwed. So here, it's like, yeah, you could probably get super low on that motorcycle, but if something happens, like just a couple, you know, some gravel, you're screwed. So it's like, let's start riding sub-maximally. Let's start testing our limits sub-maximally. I mean, 80%. Okay, 80% today. Next week, 80% could be like even a little bit faster. But you're still doing 80%. You're not doing 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. The 80% can go with you too, okay? 80% of me today is a lot different than 80% of me last year. It's not worth the risk. Train sub-maximally. All right, here we go. Going around a corner, nice 360 camera footage. Prefer to use a chin mount. We have chin mounts here. Links in the description for a chin mount. It just feels better. It's not like wind's not pulling you. Whoa, we went a little bit too wide. Went a little bit too wide. So why did that happen? Looks like we started to slide right there. Probably panic broke. What do you guys think? Full gear, get up. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, he fell. Ooh, look at his head. Take a look. This is why we wear a full face helmet. Okay, here we go. We're going down. We're going down. Hands first. You see how it grabbed traction? The hand grabbed traction and went underneath us. And now our face first. Okay, we're trying to protect our body with our hands and our body. Our hands and our body. Boom. Oh, man. This is why we wear full gear. Especially a full face helmet. That would have been your face ripped off. You could have neck injuries. Could have easily a brain injury right here. He's not doing too well. He's a little bit...
You okay, buddy?
Yeah. Have him sit down. Just have him sit down. Crashing into a police car. Why? Why? Why post this? Okay, great job lane filtering and splitting. No, he endoed over it. Didn't find an escape path. Chose braking as the thing he's going to do. And just went too far. So, that wasn't a police car. It's an off-duty police officer. You really think a Kia Soul... I mean, he's recording it all, but I mean, that's not a police car. All right, so let's take a look at this. So our buddy's going to go ahead and split over here, basically cutting off this other driver. So you notice how this is a bad line of sight, because we're talking about plan here, okay? So right here behind the Kia Soul, we can't see around the Kia Soul. Our escape is to the right and to the left, but our space cushion is terrible. Okay, so what we're looking for when it comes to planning our ride is, and for the P, the position for safety, is we need to have escape paths, we need to have good line of sight, and we have to have a good space cushion. So right now we got 2 escape paths. That's pretty much it. It's not a good position to be in, because then if something does happen, you're gonna have to swerve really hard. So he's at this point, he can't really swerve very hard, and he just applies the brakes. So when we're over here, oh, look at him, he also has the sticker. He must be a motor cop or something. Oof. Hopefully he can rescue. But at this point, when people are applying the brakes, you're going to have to make a decision to either escape or escape. But you see how you're having to make that decision from the center? The center is not good. You want to be off to the sides. You want to be off to the sides. So what it looks like off to the sides is this. We're right here on this part of the lane. So if something does happen, like this person slams the brakes, what we can do is go through here and utilize this as a total stopping distance. You can see far, you have a better total stopping distance, you have an immediate escape route. You don't have to make a movement or not. That's what I would do. Now, some people will be like, well, if you're right here, you're in their blind spot. Well, that's why I'm also increasing my space cushion. I'd actually be a little bit further and be over here, a little bit back more, because then I'm staying staggered. I'm not going to be right next to this person. If this is a just in case something happens, you can do that. You can always modulate your space cushion by rolling off the throttle, accelerating, moving different positions and everything. But right here, it's not the best.